Hey folks, this is the WooFDriver coming at you again live. Just got to check and make sure I've got a feed going here, and I'll explain to you what's happening as soon as I check this out. Okay, looks like we've got a feed going here. Sorry, I do have a feed going, so I'm going to turn the camera around. Let me give you a quick dissertation here. We are at the Amazing Chase course, otherwise known as lure coursing. And lure coursing is a sport designed for sighthounds, but we totally redid it, and it's now for Huskies. At least this version is. So, without further ado, let me get my... Okay, you can hear the boys. Everybody's very excited. Okay, I'll let them loose in 1 sec. I'm sorry about the views here, but as I do this, I'm just steering the camera here, and just real quickly, this controls my fans. There's booster fans in this vehicle to keep it extra cool. Now, I'm just gonna let them loose. Sometimes I'll have them wait for me. Free. That's Princess. Free. That's Chase and Zorro. That's the Jagster. Notice I didn't have to tell them more than once. They're ready to go. Now, this is probably gonna be a light day. Hey, Jag. Jag, no. Jag. Good boy. Just Princess claim that area first. You can start her up, Jimmy. So this is probably going to be a light day, folks, but of lure coursing, but we got the mileage meters on the boys and girl, and we're going to see what we can do. So, unfortunately, the way I'm streaming now, I can't give you feedback because I got too much going on. Chase is down at the other end. If you were with me last week, there goes Zorro. There's Chase. This is a course of about 3.5 to 4 acres. Traditionally, lure courses run about 5 acres. Here comes Zorro. Look at the speed, folks. Look at this speed. Oh, he turned it around. So Zorro is chasing a flag, essentially, that's on a pulley system, as like you hopefully can see. And the pulley system runs this flag all over the course. And the dogs chase it. And believe it or not, they'll chase and chase and chase for hours. Especially Zorro and Princess. There goes Zorro. So, hope you're able to catch that. I mean, they could go, Zorro could do 15 miles or more. Has he? Now Zorro thinks it's his job to knock the flag off. So what he does is, traditionally in lure coursing, the dogs are not supposed to grab a hold of the flag, but we're dealing with Huskies here, so none of those rules will hang tight, hang still. Jim is on the scooter that I use to free range the dogs here. I don't know if you can see that or not. But, and check Jag out. He's on my banner. That's my Airwolf 1 banner. Here, Jag's having a roll around. Sometimes I'll fly the Airwolf 1 chopper. It's a quadcopter. Actually, there's a few of them in the fleet. And I'll give everyone a bird's eye view. But unfortunately, right now, it wasn't streaming properly, so I couldn't do that. That's why the landing pad there is there. Jag was trying to claim that for his own use, as you saw. And I hope to, next couple days, do a live broadcast about the Link AKC collars. Oh, Jag's going to have a little daisy. He thought he was going to. About the collars, I've talked about them a lot, but we haven't done the broadcast yet. I hope to do that soon. This is Chase, and I'll give you a further tour. So this is kind of a playtime, free time. We just get out here. Dogs do what they want to do. These are cooling tubs, essentially, where they'll drink from and jump into. They are pretty shallow, about the shallowest that I could find just enough to get their paws, and if they want to, kind of dip their belly into it, almost perch, if you will. Princess will do that in there sometimes. We have heated water bowls here that we'll use in the winter, but we'll also film as the days go on, and we're here for extended periods. Today we won't be here as long, and to provide water as well. You can see the fan. The fan is a misting fan. We hook a hose up to it, and it mists the dogs. And we also, for the real hot days, we have a canopy that, or an awning, if you will, that comes out and provides shade here because we are in a field and it's open. It's a little on the warm side today, not too much to where we need any more additional cooling than what is provided there. This is the actual equipment. A lot of stories behind this equipment that I've gone into at great extent before. You can read about it more on my website, WooFDriver.com, and pretty cool stuff. So this is all custom made. Some of this equipment, the bottom machine was, I'm not going to say mass produced, but it's in production. Somebody uses it for, they sell them for lure coursing. I think you probably have seen it on the Dog Whisperer he's used. That's the machine they use for that. Only problem with that for me is it's battery operated, and it's not made for the kind of longevity throughout our day that we use, because most dogs typically will only do, that's Princess right in front, most dogs will typically do a lap or two and be done. Sighthounds and other breeds. These are Huskies we're dealing with, so the dogs that are truly interested, as Zorro and Princess, they can go all day, as I said. Now Zorro is barking at it because he wants the flag to go, and it is only a flag that goes, so he's waiting for it. They hover around here because they know this is the home base where the flag comes back. You see Chase, Zorro, and Princess behind. We have the rope, if you will, or the string going up in the air because when we used to have it on the ground, again, we designed this setup for the Huskies. When we used to have it down on the ground, they would be able to step on it and grab it. They got wise to it. They're very smart. So when it goes up in the air, it's a little more challenging for them to grab it. And there goes Chase, was trying to dominate Zorro a little bit. So after coming off a pretty active week and it being, for them, warm out here, they're going to not be as active and not chase it as much. So they're going to wait till it comes to them and really entices them. And I'm sure we won't get the kind of mileage that we would normally get if we came out here on a rested day for a heavy-duty day of, I call this mazing chase, but again, it's referred to as lure coursing. Okay, so here comes Zorro, and you can see the flag. Flag's right there, and there Zorro is. That's Princess barking at, and Zorro got it. Zorro! Zorro! Come here, guys! Princess. Now what you got to do is get it by Zorro. Zorro! And there you go. So I'm going to let him get his play. He caught it. He's happy. It's only, I don't know, a penny flag. We make them here. We just band together. Easy. Good boy. And there they go. And there goes Princess, thinking about going, but they're like, I'm not going to chase it. Zorro into the tub. Now, the flag is traveling at about, on this machine, 25, 30 miles per hour, and he can sprint faster than that. We've clocked him here with radar, that's how I know. And on the battery-operated machine I showed you that are more designed for sighthounds, what this sport was traditionally designed for, that can go 40 miles per hour plus, because those dogs can run that fast. Here comes Zorro. And we're going to try to get it by the Z-Man, and we got it by him. And he's going now, and Princess is going too. And he was going to try to grab it on the run. So you can see they're both chasing it now, engaged. Chase is pretty much just here to cause trouble. He'll wait till the machine stops, and I tell Zorro or Zorro catches it. You can see Princess was going for it. And I got to show you this. Here's the Jagster. Jag says, heck with all that, I'm taking a breather. He just relaxes. He's a couch potato. And he gets his exercise in when he finds something he wants to participate in. That's what it's all about. Again, the motivation aspect, appealing to their instinct. And sometimes the instinct is similar amongst them all. They're prey driven, but sometimes what appeals to them is a little different from what appeals from one dog to the other, just like they have their own individual personality. All of us do. So what we'll do is, here comes Zorro. There's the flag, and there goes Chase. And we stopped it before it got here because, again, when it goes through that hut, Jim knows, when it goes through where the motor is, Jim knows that he's got a shot at getting it. Zorro, good boy. I just tried to distract him by saying his name so he wouldn't grab the flag. And I'll give you a reading on their mileage. I have my Garmin GPS collars on that I've mentioned, so I'll give you a reading on their mileage. Now Princess is just debating on what she wants to do, get some water. Sometimes she'll get in there. We're going to make her a little ramp because as she gets older, it's harder for her to get in there. She doesn't like to take a jump. As she gets running through the day, though, her mobility gets better, and she's more likely to get in there. But the tubs keep them going. They're a necessity for any kind of activity we do with any shot of them getting warm. Here comes Chase. So you can see everybody playing nice together. Kind of somewhat in chill mode. Zara's incensed with this thing. And he'll always be the breadwinner for the most mileage, one chasing the flag, but Princess will always be about half of what he does. So if he goes 10 miles, she goes 5. If he does 15, she's usually around 7.5. And Chase, on a full day, I can get about 5 miles out of him of just chasing the dogs. And Jag, you're lucky if you get a mile out of. But actually, I'm going to show you, and if you've tuned in before, you know I have a scooter here, which I showed you earlier, that I free range the dogs with. There's the family that owns this farm has set me up a little track that I run, and the track is just a grassy shoulder that circles. There's Princess chasing. There's that circles some crop fields, and we have access to that. It's about 5. Whoa, he's almost got it. It's about 5/8 of a mile, and I'll take them on a few loops when these machines go down. They'll actually heat up some, and they have a self-cooling system where they'll turn off when they get overloaded. And about that time, or if we're having trouble with there's Princess, this is Chase. If we're having trouble with the lure staying on, sometimes the machines get bogged down. If its machine went down, so we switch. We have 2 of these machines, so we'll switch to the other one, but we'll get a time where they both go down. See, now Chase senses the machine's down because he sees the flag stop moving, and he sees Zorro in a stationary position. Zorro's just waiting for it to move. So Chase will usually run up there and kind of dominate Zorro, get on him, have a little bit of humping. They're both fixed, they're both males. And just kind of wants to tell him that he's his daddy, but Chase is about not near as big. He's got it. Not near as big as Zorro, so Zorro just tolerates it. He's got such a good disposition. He's like, okay, Zorro's the little brother. Hey, Zorro, he's got it, Jim. Good. He's the little brother between Jag and Chase. To Princess, they're all little boys because she's their senior by a good 5 years. So he's got it again. He's so fast and he's so smart. And there he comes. And you can see. And it's so great that Chase plays with him like this because it gives Chase exercise and it gives Zorro the excitement of competition with the flag. And you can see Princess is just here. Apparently in the dirt or something, there's some trace minerals. I think I've talked about that before. A lot of this dirt hasn't been disturbed in a zillion years, so there's trace minerals that the dogs can find that's actually good for them. There he goes into the tub. It's real funny because most of them go just to this one tub. Sometimes they'll leave the other one for drinking out of, which you prefer they do, but it's usually the way it flows. Okay, so what we'll do also is to, when they're not as interested in the flag, Zorro, Princess, might play a game of cat and mouse where we bring it near them and take it away, bring it near them and take it away. Remember, a sight hound would be able to follow this. Here we go. See if we'll get it by Zorro. Yep, we got it by him. A sight hound will be able to follow that. Look at Jag's halfway in there. So what happened? Look at Jag. He's halfway in. I told you, Jag's the joker. When you least expect something, he's there. And Jag's not a big water guy, so for him, that's a big step. Oh, yeah, there he goes. There he goes. Look at Jag. And Jag could leap a wall about 3 feet, so it's not that, and there's Chase in that one. It's not that he doesn't have the ability. He's just very cautious how he approaches everything. Cool. Now, Princess won't get in there with the boys because her dominant stature won't let her do that, but those two will share it. Jag is usually tries to be dominant about his space, so they're a little less likely to get in there with him. Yeah, now I don't want to get out. He's like, this feels good. He's so funny. Jag, can you tell everybody what you're doing in there? That's the Jagster. See, Princess, see how she yielded? Now, usually we don't have this kind of activity in the pond, in the water, but Jag just discovered after all these years, hey, I can get in here. Princess, good girl. Now there's little animals that frequent this area like anywhere else, wild animals, groundhogs, possums, rodents, etc. So the boys are just smelling it out. I'm sure they've been near this spot. There's no food around here, but for shelter, they probably go in that open space. Here. There we go. So Jag got a nice cool down. That was good for him. Hope I keep the camera still enough, folks. I'm, again, doing this a little different way. So I'm trying different ways to broadcast so I can really immerse everybody. There goes the flag. There goes the two of them. And you can see their tiredness. Now sometimes we'll get some play here with Chase and Jag. Those two will really be comical how they go after each other. I'm really loving these tubs today. Again, it's warm, relatively speaking, especially for them, but it's nothing like we've been here in a lot warmer days. They're just really attracted to them today. I don't think it's necessarily the temperature.
Everybody's tired, Billy.
Yeah, oh yeah. That's what it's about. Just chilling. I'll get them out on the bike. Yeah, if you go back and watch. Oh, he got it. If you watch some of my other videos from earlier days, and there's Chase. Hey, I'm going to give him a run. Okay. Oh, look at this, folks. It's all dominance between the three boys. Jag's telling him who's boss. He thinks he's boss. Jag's the smallest, but he's the troublemaker. Okay, I'm going to try to take this camera off of here, folks, without driving you crazy. So I'm sorry. I'll give it. What's that? Yeah, it's perfect. So what we're getting on here, folks. Sorry about the turning. I apologize. What we're doing is we're going to get onto the scooter here, and I'm going to free range the crew. What that means is I'm mounting the camera. I hope not to spin you too much. I apologize again. I'll try to do it slow. Actually, I could do this, and I'll do that now. So we're going to get onto this, and I'm going to run the guys off leash, just through around the fields as I explained. I totally apologize for all the jumpiness. Okay, so So I'm on the scooter now, folks. Come on, guys. Giving you, and we got the prankster, Jaggy, going after Chase. Chase is usually quicker, but I don't know, Jag can put some speed on for a little guy. A little guy, but a heavier set guy, more of the husky build, if you will. This is Princess. And you can see Chase just went through. We have this fence lined with deer fencing. Come on, guys. We do that to, when I originally came here, to discourage the dogs from going outside of the fence, to keep them kind of like this is your safe zone. And it worked wonderfully because they understand. They get all the freedom they want, so they're not so much apt to want to take off or explore another area without me directing them. Come on, Jag. Got to motivate them a little bit. Come on, good boy. Chase. Chase. Come on, Jag. Good boy, Chase. So Chase is the hunter of the pack, the one that has, I guess, the most prey drive to him. So everybody keys off of him. And he likes to be first on the scene, so he would have access to anything he might find. Come on, guys. I'm going to be loud, because I know groundhogs hang out down here, and we're trying not to come across any today. So Princess is right on my right. Come on, Pretty. Pretty. Right on my right. She was smelling where I think there are groundhogs from previous experiences here. And come on, good boys. So you can see, this is what Cesaro does. He just drops. All the dogs can do this to you at any time. Just drop in the middle of the field, right in front of your machine. Good girl. Princess is doing a bathroom break. I'm waiting for her. And so this is the grass track, and Jag's coming up on my left. Chase is out in front. This is, come on, Pretty. She's done, but she wants a sniff. So you can see I'm balancing, like I always do, balancing their speed, keeping them all in my vision. Come on, guys. But trying to give them all the freedom they enjoy. So Princess and Jag are together. And this is our sled dog formation, as you know, when we're on the dog cart, if you've watched me, where Zorro and Chase are always in the front. Princess and Jag are what they call my wheel dogs. They're in the back. Come on. No. Thought he heard something down there. Come on. And this hill's pretty tough for the scooter, but it's dry, so it should make it. You might hear it losing traction. Come on, guys. Come on, Jaggy. Come on, Pretty. Good boys. And they're just marking the area and doing their thing. Here comes Zorro. I'm really impressed that the scooter made it up that hill. This scooter, again, is something that's been made about in production going back about 6-7 years ago. A new company bought them, created some, and then went out of business. I was able to grab a bunch of them before, come on, Jag, before they liquidated, or while they were liquidating. And maybe I should mount the camera behind next time. Come on, guys. I'll do that because all the dogs are behind me. Again, just giving them a good workout, mobility for Princess, a run for the others. Princess is actually almost the lead dog here. She's getting in pole position. I'm gonna try to, actually I could turn my camera to my left and give you guys a view of what's going on with them. Come on, guys. That's Zorro. Chase is coming. Come on, Jag. They're just rummaging through there. Good girl. They're just rummaging through there. So Maryland is known for its farms when you get out to the countryside, and I'm fortunate enough to be able to access a lot of these places with the dogs because of the predicament that I set up with the farmers and people that own it. Look at Zorro. He's rolling around. Here comes Chase. Now Jag's further behind. He knows where to go. But what I do here is just to encourage him. If you hear that, that's my... So this is a tone that I'm pressing. And he's well within the range. But the tone will tell him, hey, I want you to come to me. Now, those tones can be presented to them, can be audible in a myriad of ways for different training purposes. And depending on what you're trying to achieve with your dogs, you can train them to respond differently to the different tone set. So Jag's just taking his time. And Jim has started up the lure... Oh, I'll show you, Jag. Jim has started up the lure course machine. Here comes Jagster. So he is ready to rock and roll, basically. Cool. And just so I can give you just an idea, if I haven't told you already, which I don't think I did a mileage check, just real lightly. We're at about a mile for Chase. Princess is a little over a mile. Jaggy's just over the half mile because he did that track, and that's it. And Zorro's at 2. So it's been a really, really light day so far, but we're still got a lot of day to go. And usually stays really dark, but depending on what the dogs want to do, we'll see how that goes. And I'll stay on live as much as I can. So I'm just driving the scooter. Jag's back here. Come on, Jag. I'm just calling him. He's inside the fence, but there might be parts, as you saw, of the fence that are broke, and just want to let him know we're all gathering up here. And that's the crew waiting for me with Jim. Jim's trying to get Zorro off the flag. Apparently Zorro got it again. So at some point, one time I'll light up that battery operated to show you 40 miles per hour. He can't catch it at 40. He'll try, but he won't be able to catch it at 40. Don't do anything coming across. So I'm putting the scooter back to where I'm going to take the camera off, folks. It's going to be hard to get by him. Zorro, good boy. I got it by him there, folks. So let me... pretty girl. Jag, don't pee on my banner. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab another base. When I do this, I'm always carrying a lot of equipment with me. Because, good girl, pretty. Oh, there she goes. Good girl. That's Princess. She is in there. So you can see, again, as I said, as her mobility gets better, Chase is playing land shark, or great white shark maybe, as he's putting his whole snout in the water. But you can see how, as her mobility gets better, she feels more confident to get into the cooling tub. And they're doing awesome out here today. We're just having fun. I'm going to try to put this in its base. Excuse me if the camera, again, gets a little funky. But it worked. Okay, so... And I'm going to try, folks, I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm going to try to, actually, let me do it this way. Again, I apologize. If you have any questions, please post them in the comment section on whatever page you're watching this on, and I will try to get to them as soon as possible so I can interact with everybody. On this format, unfortunately, I cannot do that, though. Right now, it doesn't give me that capability. Chases. Okay, I'm going to put the camera where I can access it easier, and we're going to see what I can show y'all. This is Chase. Zorro's back in the tub. Jim's playing cat and mouse with him, trying to tease him a little bit. Healthy tease, though. Let's see, he got it. Chase is like, oh, buddy. Good boys. And you can see that interaction with those two. Tubs are very popular out here, as you see. Today they're getting a lot of action. And Jim is kind enough to come with me. He's part of the WooFDriver team to run the equipment, so I can narrate this and shoot this on video. They're way tired today, otherwise they'd be chasing that thing all over the place. But we'll still be out here for a while. When this to get here is about an hour or so from my house, so it's really nice because, as I have stated in earlier videos, when we're done our activities, never want to feed the dogs right away. Kind of like us humans, you never want to eat when you're done an activity right away. You want to let your body calm down a bit and catch up. With dogs, they can actually bloat. It's one of the catalysts for them to bloat, and that can be fatal. So I always like to give them an hour or so before I feed them. And if I was able to get home in 5 minutes, they'd be all amped up and like, where's our food? And they'd be complaining for a long while. So the ride home is kind of nice. It lets them unwind. Sometimes I'll even put a little bit of the Wolf Dreams music that I had playing for everybody the other day on my live broadcast as Zorro and Chase, and were in camera view as they were chilling out in the back. That really helps them relax, I believe. I've created a whole set of music. Again, I've been doing this for years and I'm really into everything, as you see. But that long ride helps them unwind, knowing that they're not going to eat in the truck. They have to wait till we get home, so they've accepted that and wait patiently. And then they're ready when we get home, just to be fed, and they're ready for bed. That's Princess right there. Princess has got a dirty little face. She loves sleeping, even though we have dog beds and all kinds of areas for them to sleep. They usually choose being on a dirt bed, and as it gets warmer, they dig in the dirt because it's cooler when you dig down deeper into the earth. Of course, the dirt is cooler to them. It feels better on their body, so they prefer that. That's why they dig holes. And in the winter, it kind of creates a little shelter for them. That's how they hunker down. So if you notice, her face is dirty from that. I clean it every day, but good boy. Get right by him. And so we'll do this, as I said, usually anywhere from 2 to 4 hours. Mixing in the free-ranging rides. Zorro would prefer to stay in here and just chase the flag. He wouldn't want to, sometimes I gotta It's like prying teeth to get him to leave the flag and go free range. But it's good for him because it gets his attention off of the flag, off of the amazing chase lure course here we're doing, and gives his mind and body a little bit of a rest. And you can see Princess, that's her link collar, not with the antenna, that's the GPS collar. The link collar is still GPS, but a different kind that I've been talking about. The flag got her. Oh, we had a good run yesterday. So.
I can see.
Oh yeah, I wore him out there. Oh yeah. She's so funny, she just crosses it. Jag finds the smallest place to cross it. He got in the tub. So I was talking to Jimmy there, but yeah, Jim makes it possible, one of the instrumental people that makes it possible for me to do all these activities. See Princess getting real excited, yelling at the flag. So we're gonna, again, just slow it down a little, but that didn't entice Zorro. There's Princess, as I said, with the dirty face with her war paint on. There's Chase gonna jump Zorro. See how Zorro just says, enough. Chase is like, but I wanna tell you who's boss more. And he's like, no sir. This pasture where I'm at was originally designed for horses. Oh, he almost got it. And this was one of the stables, and down there was. So the people that live here, who live in that house, if you could see it, that's their shed, and this is another house that they have on the premises. They used to rent it to people to bring their horses and house them here. And that's how originally I got hooked up with this place. And I've been here for probably the better part of 5 years doing this particular activity up here. Come here all times of year. Now, of course, if there's snow on the ground, we can't do this because you can see the course is based upon the pulleys that are on the ground, and with the snow, it wouldn't be possible. But almost every other time we can do it. Even, as I said, in the warmer months, with the awning we have up there, the misting fans, and all the different water, access to water. And here comes Zorro. We got it by him. That's our challenge, getting it by him. That's Princess getting all excited. Everybody's very calm here today, folks. Zorro's gonna do a lap. Oh, no, there he goes. Out of motor. Just when he engaged. Excuse me. Yeah, Zorro, the motor ran out of juice just as Zorro engaged it. And you can see Chase down there harassing him some more. Princess right here, and Jag over by the pond, by the pools or dipping tubs. Are we out totally?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
You're fixing it? Cool. So there's different, throughout the day, the string will get loose or tight depending on the conditions here. So this pulley here is how we adjust it. We move it in or out, and that puts more or less tension on the line, so the machine will be at its maximum pulling capacity. The speed will be the highest it can go and with least resistance. And also, as the temperature, if the ground has any moisture in it, as well as the dogs, especially Zorro, grabbing hold of it and not, that stretches it, pulls it up. Can't get many takers today, huh?
No, I can't get him going all the way around.
He still had a few miles in.
Yeah, he don't want to go all the way around.
No, sir. Oh, Jag's in that tub now, Jim.
He's going to be a real swimmer. He must be hot for him to do this.
I just think it's something new for him to do.
Yeah, he's swimming in the river. He's going to get the light water.
Yeah. He might start spilling the bowl purposely.
Yeah, no kidding. He must have done a lot with it.
Zara got the flag, and here comes Chase. Chase is the monitor here. Good boy. Saying, hey, get off that flag. Here, look at Jag open the water. This is pretty comical. Have to show this to you. If he sees me, he might stop. Let's see if we can get him. He was actually, he'll paw at the sides of the tub and then gulp the water. I don't know if he's trying to get it to go up in the air so he can catch it as it falls, or just licking the sides like he is there. What's up, Jagster? Jag says, I'm not going to do it on camera, Dad. I don't know if you caught that interaction, but that was Chase and Princess, and as I explained, they can be a little temperamental with each other. So Chase just, when dogs get into close proximity of each other, if they're a little sensitive about each other, depending on their dominance, etc., they that could be a confrontational situation. But as you saw, Chase just yielded to her because he knows what it's like to be a good boy, what it takes. Through our training, if we didn't have the training, that wouldn't have went like that. So basically, we've got a bunch of tired dogs just kind of standing around. We'll still make some mileage here, folks. And again, they're here to have fun and to get their exercise in. Just Chase, I'm giving you a view of. He's enjoying the cool breeze coming in here. So Princess is out there. She's actually, as she's doing Chase, she's going around. I just love seeing her run because of her age. It does her so good. And to be able to have an activity that she's really engaged in. Now she lost it because the grass here is a little high and it went outside of her. She turned when it came around, I guess, which happens. Again, they're not sight hounds. Sight hounds will not lose that. So she's down there now. Jim's going to catch it up to her. Now I think she knows it's coming. She hears the machine. She knows this routine. And as it passes her, she'll catch up. Did it stop? That's a motor issue. Princess said she'd rather mark the tree. So what we do is we change machines when that happens. And Jim was able to get it going before Zara grabbed it. And here it comes. And here comes Azaro. And Princess just realized, there it is. One. Oh, almost got you. There she. Yeah, she does that. That's just she'll get a cramp or a pull. Then she's fine.
Here it comes, Pinky. Get it, Pinky.
Jim, see, she's fine. Can you shut that door? Thanks, buddy. Jim was remarking, sometimes Princess, because of her arthritis and her age, she'll cramp up and she'll take a limp or so, and then she'll be right back at it. It's not a lasting injury with her, but of course we monitor that closely. Princess has had Lyme's disease, which I believe affected her long ago before I had her with her paw, and it's always been subsequent to cramp up. I'm not sure if it has anything to do with it, but that's what I attribute it to. Yeah, I'm just... Now the Jagster is checking out the leaf pile over there. Again, sorry, I noticed that I'm a little shaky on the camera. Trying not to be, but... I think we can take another run, Jim.
Okay.
So folks, I'm gonna take a quick run. I'm gonna move the camera into the scooter. And I'm gonna take them for another free range and run, just to change it up a little bit and to make sure we keep on pace to getting the mileage in. So once again, you're on the scooter with me, electric scooter. Come on, Zaro. See, he don't want to leave. He wants to chase the flag some more. Come on, Zaro. Zaro. Okay, watch this. Got Jag. Come on, good boy. Come on, Jag. Come on. Good boy. This is Chase out front right now. And he'll cut right through the fence, which I explained to you. It's perfectly fine, but just goes to show you again how awesome they are to respect the boundaries when we're inside of this area, not to exit without me. Come on, Jag. So Jag is taking his own time. Good boy. Guy gave him a call on the window, and Jag's just being lazy. It's not a physical limitation. So, come on, good boy. Chase. Now what I'm going to do this time, folks, I'm going to circle this field in the opposite direction that I went last time. Come on, good boy. Just to change things up, and also to show them, that's Chase and Princess in front, that, hey, I might go the other way. You need to keep your attention on me. Come on, Jaggy. Come on. Free. Good boy. Come on, guys. Here. Chase. Good boy. Let me see if I can actually tilt the camera this way so you can see them all. Come on, guys. Princess. Good girl. And Zaro's having a pit stop, folks. So, again, this sec. Princess. Princess, here. Come on, good girl. Come on, here. Good girl. As they get more tired, their attention becomes, they can't pay as much attention to you because they're tired and they're trying to sort everything out. They're breathing harder, maybe they're panting. So sometimes we have to use the audio tones for her, like if she wouldn't have recognized that I was doing that. And she's running now, she's fine. But she was really anticipating on me going straight. And they're all, I can't get you that shot, they're all behind me. To the right though, that's why the camera's pointed there. And when I make the turn up here, you'll get a view of it, but it's awesome. Good boys, good girl. Okay, so they're coming down. Zaro is in front of me now, folks, but you can't see that because the camera's turned to the right. Good boys and good girl. I'm assuming now you can see them. I'm looking. I know it's small because they're far away, relatively speaking. Good boy, Jaggy. Chase! Chase is shortcutting me. I want to make sure he gets his lap in. Jag! Jag! Come on, good boy. Good boy. Good boy. And look at Zara. Zara just plopped down. So, they're getting their exercise in, folks. And they're going to sleep really well tonight. Good girl. I'm going to put the camera in front of me now. So that was on the side. So y'all came a little bit ahead. Okay. And we're going to zoom. Here we go. This is Princess closest to me. Zorro ahead of her. Chase ahead of him. And Jag is out of the picture. He's to the right. Again, he's shortcutting me. We'll go to the middle of the field, try to see where I'm going to go, and then cut across that way. He's very smart. Conserves his energy. And that's why the dogs will take the path of least resistance, so they can be first ahead of any competition for any prey or food, whatever they might find out there. And Jag is the leader of that. Chase is always out in front, but Jag's always got his energy in reserves, so he can sprint on over. Great picture behind me, folks. Next time I'll mount the camera behind me. We got Princess and Zorro. Wow, actually wearing the Z-Man out. That's a tough feat to do. Princess and Zorro are behind me. Chase has more energy because he's not engaged as much on the flag chasing, so he's right to the left of me. Come on, Chase. Trying to get him out a little bit front so you can see. Come on, good boy. Good boys. As soon as I get in here, folks, I'll turn the camera around so you can see. Now, sometimes the faster I go will motivate them, because as I get further away, they want to be with the pack. They don't want to miss the pack. Here they go. Here they are coming to us. Good boy. That's Zorro. Good boy. Good boy, Zorro. Good boy, Chasey. Good boy. Good girl, Pretty. How's the prettiest girl doing? Good girl. Make sure I put a hand on each one of them to let them know they did good, and I believe in that contact, just the touch. Good boy, Jaggy. Let them know he did real good. He followed along. Good boy. Free. Good boys. And now I shut this gate just to keep the boundary. Again, we're running the machine. I'm doing the broadcast. We could take our eye off of it, and we don't want any of them getting out there without my supervision, which usually doesn't happen. It's never happened, in fact, but I want to keep it that way. I'm always very cautious. Good boy, Jag. In case you didn't notice in everything I do. Safety is the ultimate concern here, so I push the boundaries for all that you're seeing here through technology and all the participation and activities, but safety for the dogs is my number one concern. Princess is running here. And I can always judge. See, Zorro kicked up the speed. So he was a little tired out there because it's not exciting to him. But as soon as you have that motivation factor, all of a sudden, they find energy. And their recovery time is absolutely incredible. They can recover super quick. So when you see us on a sled and you see us taking a breather, when you see us on the sled on wheels, when you see us taking a breather, it usually doesn't take long until they're ready to go again. Again, folks, sorry. I'm putting this back into position. And it might be a little bit rocky here. Just for a second. It didn't want to cooperate, now it cooperated. There's the Pretty. The Z-Man is waiting for the flag. Walking over here. And what do you know? Tasty boy's in the tub. Got a lot of tub action here. And there goes Pretty Princess in the tub. We're gonna need 2 more tubs, is right. Wow. A lot on them today. Jeez. Dipping his snout in there. Trying to be like Jag. Good girl, Princess. Good boys. And I know I've said this before, but for those of you who haven't heard it on my broadcast, dogs actually do sweat. It's very minuscule and doesn't really serve the purpose of cooling them down so much, but they do it through their pads some. The pads are what's on the bottom of their feet, and so that means the heat emits through there. So if you can cool that down by any means, something as simple as having a big jug with you and dipping their paws in it one at a time. I've done that before. Can really help cool them down. And they can get in that tub or a waterway, that can further that process and really benefit them. Now, under their belly is where their internal organs lie. So it's a great way to cool them down if they will swim. Dogs that swim, if these guys will dip enough to get in there, that'll help them too. In fact, I believe, don't take my word for it, if a dog's overheating, I believe they'll put cold compresses on their body there. Never had a dog overheat. So, and sometimes, it could just happen. You have to be ready to get them to a vet. Otherwise it can be fatal, as I said. Now, we do have something that I haven't mentioned before, the Boy Zorro, which are cool packs. Cool packs are used for dogs in the military, police dogs, that are out there in the heat, especially, I think they were developed during the Iraq War, to use for the military dogs there, to be able to keep them cool. And what they are, I actually bought some. I have 4 vests. The vests have these cool packs that recharge even in a refrigerator or in a cooler, if you will. And they don't freeze, because apparently research or science has shown that you don't want to put ice on them, but to help them maintain a lower temperature, you want to, I believe it's 54 degrees or 52 degrees, that these packs, they have a gel on them that get down to that temperature. And they'll remain that temperature. It's a lot easier to keep them that temperature than it is to keep them frozen, of course. So that's kind of nice. But that temperature seems to work well, and the gels are made to get there. Chase now. Zara thought he was missing something. The machine stopped. Jim just went in there to readjust it. But those cool packs will stay at 52 or 54 degrees. I forget what it is. And they work nicely. I've put them on the dogs before. And I'll have them model them for you sometime when we put them on. I'll show you. You stepped on her. Stepped on her paw. Didn't hurt it too bad. It happens. Sometimes the dogs will get real close to you, and you're working this equipment sometimes. You can catch them for a sec, but that's not much to them. I'll give you a quick mileage reading, folks. Hey, we hit over a mile for Jag. Princess is actually over 2 miles, and Zorro is at 4 miles. I told you he'd be about double her. But a very slow day out here on the course, but that's all good. I had kind of figured, since all the activities we've been doing this week and the warmer weather moving in, it would be that way. You're watching Chase. Chase. I was just telling him to give Princess, let her get there. That way it prevents the competition, and they both can access it. They know what's there, and less likely to have a little tiff or a little argument about it. They like that hole, don't they?
Yes, they do. Yes. Chase likes it too.
You can see how nicely that is when you say their name. They respond instantly. That's always nice. Here comes Zorro. Now, depending on how late we stay out here, my goal would be to get about 4 miles on Princess and to get 7 or 8 miles on Zorro, get about 4 miles on Chase, and if we can get Jagged at 2.5 will be good. Again, I set goals for them predicated on previous performances and what's been going on. So I take everything into consideration, and I always watch it. Of course, I never push them too hard. If they can't do it, they can't do it. But these dogs will really surprise you. And again, a lot of it is about the motivation factor. Ooh, got it past them. You don't have much today. Nobody's chasing. Nobody's chasing. That's about all the energy they want to expend. What's up, Jaggy? Good boy, you gonna say hi to everybody? As I told you, Jag's a joker. Good boy, Jaggy. And he's just over here minding his own business, chilling out. Actually enjoying a cool breeze that's coming through here now. Curious to, oh, there goes Princess. She's gonna do a lap. So awesome. Zorro's shortcutting her. He knows. See, in lure coursing, the dogs normally wouldn't be as familiar with the course. The course has changed. These are all portable pulleys, and that's why they're battery operated. Most machines that are designed for it, these are electric because we have a more permanent course. But it would change, so the dogs wouldn't necessarily know how to shortcut it. They would have to follow the whole course to know where the flag's going to go. And Chase is taking a little breather. There's Princess. She's going for it. She loves it. And I'm just loving them enjoying themselves, getting their activity in, etc. Folks, I'm going to check the link, AKC. I just want to see how this ranks it. And by the way, those of you that have never seen the screen, let me see if I can put that up here. Okay, so this is obviously going to say, it's telling me that Princess met her daily activity. And there's the daily. Now, that shows you location of the dog, activity level, and access to the collar. So it's got a light on it if you wanted to turn it on to find them if they were lost, or even it'll emit a sound if you wanted to train them to communicate to the sound, or the collar's on the ground, or the dog's near you but you can't see it because it's a hay field maybe. You put the sound on, you'll be able to go right to it. It's pretty interesting, pretty good design. And it's got Bluetooth, so it knows that I'm with these dogs even though we're not at home. So it figures they're in a safe zone if I'm with them. I'm this close. If they were further away from me, it would say they were away. And that would mean for me to either go check to see if I need to put it in lost mode, which helps you find the dog, or if it's just that it's not communicating with me, I'm further away, whatever. There's some limitations on it, like if the dog's, my yard is on a larger size. I have different yards set up for the dogs. So I have to scatter the base stations around the house. If I had only one dog and it would go to the other side of the house, it wouldn't communicate with the base station. If I wasn't with it, it would say the dog's away. And then it starts using its GPS and it starts eating the battery up. So you probably could order other base stations, I would find out. But that's some of the limitations of it. But overall, it's been an excellent design. And I've used a lot of other ones. Zorro got it that time. So. You gotcha? So it looks like it's actually getting a little overcast here, and a breeze is moving in. I'm not sure if it's going to rain. You can see Chase dominating Zorro. Again, they're both males. It's just a dominance thing, usually amongst males, because if they tried to do it to Princess, they'd be flat on their back. She wouldn't tolerate it. But they are all fixed, so it wouldn't matter. But Zorro just tolerates Chase doing that to him because that's the way they all play with each other on this dominance role, but it never leads to any kind of argument or anything between them. So I let it go on. See Jag, he's chewing on something, and I saw him chewing on his paw. What he's doing is he's pulling out the remnants of yesterday. He's got it, Jim. So he gets a lot of burrs. They all do, but his hair is the longest and the stickiest. He'll get a lot of remnants of the trail, from bushes, from stickers to burrs, thorns, whatever. And it could be days he pulls them out of his fur. It doesn't hurt him per se, but he feels a tug on his fur. And if I go to get him out, he's not as happy about that. As I was saying, I talked about this yesterday. When we take something out of ourselves, a splinter or something, we're usually less apprehensive because we know what we consider painful and we trust ourselves not to hurt ourselves. Whereas if someone else did it, we'd be a little more concerned and maybe a little more defensive. So right now, Jim is fixing the line. The line came off the track, probably from when Zorro grabbed the flag. There goes Princess, by the way. I love watching her get into the tub again because for her arthritis, it's a little bit of a step up. By the way, I wanted to mention that with her, where I feed her, it's a little challenging for her to get to. She climbs up a step and a wall, if you will. Not a leap or anything, but just gently has to lift her legs to get to that area. But she's motivated to do it because her food's there. And it keeps her mobility and keeps her into stepping up without jumping. I wouldn't want her to have to jump up. That would be counterproductive. But all about stimulating her to keep her body moving. Additionally, there's some steps in the house that it's kind of a split foyer. There goes Chase and Zara. Oh, did you see that, folks? These two are so comical. Did you see him? He like wiped out. So it's a good setup in the house, whereas we can avoid the steps if we need to, but a lot of times she'll go there simply because it's the shortest way to do it. And her engaging those steps, again, is just more about the mobility, keeping it working, keeping everything working, and fluidity in her joints. Time for another ride, Jim. Let me do another ride. Cool. Okay. So I'm going to take another ride here, folks. It's about that time again, trying to clock some mileage, and this is how we do it. So, sorry. Oh, actually, let me try to set the camera somewhere where you can see me. Not that you necessarily want to look at me, but I'm going to do this so you can kind of maybe just get an idea what I'm doing, at least something different to view. I know it's a little crazy, but I'm going to put the camera behind me now. I'm working on the scooter, folks, and I'm going to mount the camera behind just so you can get a little bit different of a view. I'm going to see if this will go on this way and give you a view behind me, since the dogs have been hanging behind me, just to change it up a little bit. Okay, so what you're seeing me do is I'm mounting this to the electric battery that's on this scooter. If I can get the jaws here to open up enough. And this clamp will fit around this if all goes as planned. And I'll be able to mount the camera you're looking at to it. There we go. Meanwhile, the dogs are just taking a breather, which is great for them too. So I'm going to mount the camera in 1 sec, sorry. Okay. Almost there, folks. Again, I apologize for the delay and camera issues, but we're getting there. That's the good news. Okay, and I think this will work out just fine. See if I can get you a big enough view. Yes. Okay, so can't promise you the dogs will stay there, but I'm going to do my best to give them a view. This is our third lap, if you will, around the course today. Jack, come on, good boy. Come on, guys. So Princess is cutting me off. You can't see. I'm trying to get you dogs. All right, come on, guys. Chase. Come on, guys. Good boys. Oh, thanks, Jim. So at least you're getting a cool view behind me. Come on, guys. Good boys. Good boys. Come on. Sorry, just plopped down, rolled over, scratching his back. Good boys. Come on. Chase. Zorro. Zorro. Good boy. Come on. Actually, Princess is the only one out here. The rest of the crew are taking their time. They're getting bored on the free range run. They're just tired today, but it's good for them. Jack. Actually, I explained we did a few surgeries this past winter, and so we weren't as active for a bit. So Jag gained the most weight because he's the least active at home anyway. So he's got a couple extra pounds on him we're burning off. He's always prone to it just because of his appetite and behavior. Come on, good boy. Good boy. Come on. Now I'm going to go this way, folks. If you were with me on the last run, I went the other way. Again, this is, and you got Jag right behind. This is a 5 mile course. And I'll get ahead of the other dogs. Now they're all ahead of me. Usually they're behind me, so go figure. I'm going to try to get ahead. I'm sorry, it's really bumpy. I know it is. Come on, guys. I got Chase just in front of me now, folks. I know it's bumpy, and I apologize. There's nothing I can do. Just the way it moves. Good boys. And we never know, as I say, what we're going to run into out here. I could run into anything. Groundhog, possum, raccoon, even though it's still early. Sometimes raccoons and possums are out here. Come on, guys. Big birds. That's why Gigi's not with us up here, because of the big birds. Zara just cut me off. That was nice. Good boys. Oh, you do have the camera on the back. So here come Princess and Jag. Now, if I go too slow, they could meander off. I could say, oh, he's going slow. I can keep track of him here. But if I give him speed, that's when they'll keep coming towards me. So you got to balance that speed out. Come on. Pretty. Good girl. Come on, Jaggy. They're just sniffing back there. Oh, camera went a little haywire, folks. I apologize. There we go. So you're looking at Princess and Jag. The wheel dogs, typically the slowest dogs. Come on, good boys. Got Chases to the left of me, folks. Zara's dead ahead. Again, sorry for the bounce. Come on, Zara. I'm just telling him to come so he doesn't get in my way here. Come on, good boys. Yeah, it's a little bit of a struggle for the motor up this hill. The hill's not real steep. It's got a little bit of an incline to it, but the grass is a little slippery, so the motor will struggle. Come on, guys. Good boy, Zara. A lot of bathroom stops for Zara today. Really good. Working everything out of his system. Come on, Princess. Another bathroom stop for her. Great. Come on, good girl. And we're off. So you can hear I'm on a gravel roadway now. Switch back over into the field. This field looks like it's not ready to be planted yet, but it's been not tilled, but all the old corn stalks have been cut down. Okay. Trying to get the crew behind me. They're all to the left of me now. Let's see if I can at least give you a view that way. Okay, come on, guys. And actually, as I did that, Princesses and Zara came past me. Good boy, Chase. Another bathroom break. It's the Chaser. So, not a great view. I tried trying some new stuff. Good boy, Chase. Good boys and good girls. Lots of praise. And I'll turn the camera around, folks, I promise. See if I can at least get past Zorro. He's actually ahead of me. There he is. Okay, good boy. And I'm going to put the camera back in and give you a view. Easy, boy. Good boy. Okay, folks. Good girl, pretty. Come on, Chase. Good girl. And Jag's ahead of Chase, folks. Good boy, Jaggy. So you can hear the courses going again. Zorro's very interested in that. And he just, flag just zoomed him by. Good boy, Jag. So Jag is ahead of Chase on this one. Boy, Mr. Jaggy. Good boy. Jag will always take a little bit of loving. Boy. Free. Come on, Chasey. Good boy, Chase. Oh, you want more? Good boy, Chase. Hey, come on, guys. Come on, Jag. Jag. Come on. Good boy. Oops. Good boy. Close this gate. I'm gonna leave the camera behind until I get to position. I can take control of it again, folks. So I'm riding over, you'll see, just riding over the line, that won't hurt it. And we're on the course again. Princess is chasing it. Good girl. Let's see if I can go faster than Zorro. Can I outrun him here? I don't think I can. I'm trying. I can't outrun him. He's too fast. I was trying to give you a view. See, when he's in a full out sprint, I can't come close. Okay, I'm gonna take the camera back off, folks. Actually, we could play with him a little bit like this. Now I'll take it off for a little bit. I'm gonna hold the camera a little differently now. That's Princess. Here comes the Z-Man. I'll give you a quick mileage update too. You see him out there? They're not too excited to run around. Oh, look, Jay! Look at Jay.
You wore him out. You wore him out. You wore so perfect. He's going to get in that thing. He's
Yeah. Good girl, Princess. Oh, she's getting in the taller one now. See, as we progress through the day, the mobility gets better. Her arthritis, joint limitations, and actually it gives her more range. That's why she's able to get in. Yeah, she's once she warms up, she's good. I'm gonna give you a reading, folks, where we're at. Can you see that on Zorro? I'll read it to you. He's got 6.5 miles almost. Princess has got 3 miles. -2 for Jag. No, okay. He's 1.65 and Chase is 2.5. Sorry, folks. I'm trying to do 12 things here with one hand. There's Jag. He's getting ready to do his roll. I had to get that. Oh, he stopped. I'll keep the view back here. See why Zorro jumps into that. The Princess obviously wouldn't be able to do that. He's just showing off his youthfulness, and he's still 8 years old, almost. Chase is coming over for a little play with the Jagster. Jag says, no way. I'm sorry if you're commenting and I can't see them because of the way this live broadcast is, but I will get to them, and I hope to do a more intimate broadcast sometime in the next day or so where we'll be able to talk at length. Machine down? You can hear an owl in the distance, just awesome up here. We're away from all the major roadways. Again, we're over in farm country here. So there are a small airport, I believe, that we'll hear occasionally. And of course, farm animals. There's no farm animals here, but on the surrounding homes and farms. I know we always hear a donkey around 5:30, 6 o'clock, at least in the colder months. I'm going to check, folks, the link again, just for the heck of it. I like to check how its stats are close to mine. Okay, so Zara's at 65 minutes of activity. And Princess is... Okay, buddy. He's going to put a new lure on, is what he's saying. Jag is at 46 minutes. And this is just activity level. And Chase is about 65 too, like Zara. So you can see Chase and Zara right there. There goes Chase for his dominance again. This is a PG rated show, Chase. What's the matter with you? And you can see right there, Jim's actually going to put on a new lure. Here's Princess. So we're just taking our time. Again, relatively speaking, kind of a slow day out here. This is the time when we can sit down. I can sit down with them certain times and chill, which I might do a little later. I'll show you how that goes. Trying to get his attention on that one. Jim, let me have that. I just want to show people. So this is...
Chewed up.
Yeah.
Slimy.
Slimy? Oh, best kind. So this, folks, is the lure. And you can see the red tip there has the rope on it that you attach to the line that we tie knots in to attach it to. The actual flag we thread through that red encasement, rubberized. And that way when they pull the plastic, it rips it. It won't hurt them. It's not a struggle to them. It just rips right off. The downfall of that is you just got to replace them quite frequently. This is the new one, so you'll see what a... That's Princess. And that's chasing it. And here the two pranksters are. Look at this. How cute is that? Looks like he's kissing him. He's just smelling his mouth, seeing what he was eating, but it's funny. So Chase knows it stopped, and he knows Zara's going to go for it. Oh, Chase will chase it sometimes. He was chasing it. A lot of dynamics still going on here that I'm not mentioning, like Princess is on the course, and because she's so dominant, sometimes that will preclude Chase from actually chasing the flag, believe it or not. So if she's not here or have her in the truck for some reason, he would participate differently. Different dynamics happen, and that's the case within a pack of dogs or wolves. So these are behaviors that I haven't mentioned, and dynamics that take place that you might not think. This Princess chasing the flag now. She's engaged. So Jim slowed it down so she can still see it. And that'll keep her engaged. Oh, now Chase is going for it. And there she goes. So I don't have the radar gun today, but sometimes I'll bring that up so I can actually tell. Try to figure out their peak speeds here and see how the performance. Here she's coming. Yep. There comes Zorro. And here comes the princess. And here's the boys. Now Jag's going to try to dominate him. Jag, it's a PG show, please. But I want to show you how this starts to get them going. Watch how it'll cause a little bit of a chase here. Sometimes they'll turn into a big powwow. On a good kind, though. Chase is over there, scratching his back. That's Chase who just dropped down. And here they come. Here comes Princess and Zorro. There's Princess. And she's going again. She's got like her second wind. Folks, here's Chase and Jag. I don't want to get too close because I want to keep going. Look, Jag's got one eye on him. Laying down. He's rubbing his snout on the ground and his neck. Jag's waiting for him to make his move. Now, with Zorro coming here, that could change the dynamics. Nope. But look, Jag's gonna try to provoke Chase. To chase him, basically, to engage with some play. How cute is that? Here comes Princess. There's the flag, folks. There's Zorro, and there's the princess. And here's the boys still in the same position. So much fun to watch their interaction, especially these two clowns. Yeah, he's trying, but okay, now Chase got up. Okay, Chasey boy. So, nothing transpired there. Oh, it's still might be some fun to be had. Here comes the flag, folks. There they go. Wow. See, she gets like a second win. I told you how these dogs would recover. Yeah, she's so competitive. Here we go. I wish I could show you, but down there on the course, when she goes around the corner at Mach 5, the two of them, of course she's not as fast as Zorro, but she gives it her all. It's really cool to watch. That's good, you playing with the speed like that. So Jim slowed it down because they're not able to catch up to it. So now we're getting a lot more activity out of it as the sun is going in. So temperature might have cooled a couple degrees. There's a light breeze and they're just more engaged right now. That's the flag, folks. That's Zorro, and that's Princess. And there's Jag on the corner there, and Chase right there. And Jimmy again is running the machine, my co-pilot today. Princess has been hitting it pretty good for the last little bit. So Zorro. He's going to get it. There goes Here's Princess into the water. So sometimes you'll see me on the bike ride, and I call it fur wheeling, when we're doing our mushing on the bikes that I use. And when I'm able to get the dogs off leash, we get to a quiet area where there's access to water. It's instrumental. They actually get a new lease on life. It's like they hadn't run any. I could have 5 or 10 miles in, and it's like they're brand new again. It just, especially the cold mountain water, it just regenerates them so quickly. So we're trying to get him to get off the flag so we can get it moving. It's not moving, Jim. Princess back in the water. And you can see how attentive and alert she is. Just all about the keeping her mind sharp, even when she's tired, is quite a challenge. You can see Jag is laying down. That's a little bit of a grease spot you see on Jag because he got near the bike chain. He tends to do that. You can still see our chase. That's what they do, folks, and I let them do it because it turns into fun, chasing each other, and there's no issues with any of it behavioral. So. Now Jim's going to take a ride. When we have a breakdown on sometimes this string will get stuck on one of the pulleys, under one of the pulleys, and it especially happens when, you can see these two again, when Zorro grabs a hold of it because it moves the string on the course. It creates friction, of course, and it'll pull the string off the pulley, so we have to find which pulley. We don't know it is, so sometimes we'll have to ride around the course. It's quicker to ride around when we have the scooter here. The scooter stays here, but as long as I remember to bring a battery here, this is going to be a funny scenario. I have a feeling, folks, so this is an R-rated picture now. You can see what I was saying, how it started a little bit of riffraff with them, which is good, which is all in good fun. Now, if I didn't know the dogs, I wouldn't let them do that to each other. Because then it becomes a real dominant, assertive issue that can lead to confrontational spats. Was it off there? Oh. Okay, bud. They might follow you. They're trained to follow usually the scooter. Sometimes we got to call them, so they don't always do it, but oh, there they go. Oh, no, he actually wanted Zorro. Here we go. This will be quite a melee. Here we go. And usually it's chasing Jag more than Zorro, but when Zorro, well, I should say when we're here, it's chasing Zorro a lot, but at home, most of the times the two culprits or closest are Chase and Jag, and they will be going at it back and forth, especially when it's cold all day long. I remember one of my veterinarians years ago once said to me, and we'll give a Princess a check-in on now, and she's just watching Jim. See, she keeps her distance. She's letting the boys do their thing. Okay, here we go. A veterinarian once said to me a long time ago, only a dog knows how to play with another dog in ways that humans shouldn't or wouldn't attempt. So, in other words, they know how much pressure they can take from a dog or give when they're in a playful state, not a fighting state, and what kind of shenanigans they can pull off with each other. Whereas sometimes humans can't necessarily engage on that level. Now, of course, we can get a tug of rope and tug hard with our dogs and have fun in that way, but when they start, I mean, we can roughhouse too, but when they start rolling on the ground and carrying on and doing this, that, and the other, and doing this kind of action, we leave that to the dogs. What happened? Oh, the wheel? Probably hit it with the mower. This, folks. So we had a pulley blow apart on the course. So, yeah. Do we have another one?
Yeah, man, we'll do it.
We gotta tell Jason to send us the rest. So you can see them too. That's Chase and Jag. In case you didn't know. And I'll keep my distance, so hopefully the fun will carry on. If I get too close, they'll be intimidated on doing it. Or they might preclude them from engaging fully. Here we go. Oh, still limited. I'm going to show you. So this wheel blew apart here, folks. Just old, Jim.
Yeah, man, just busted this one.
The pulley. These pulleys have been out here for how many years?
I guess 5.
5 years or so, so they don't owe me anything. Chase. This is what we do, folks. There's Princess. I'll give you a prettier view. I'll show the Princess to you. So Jim fixes that and puts a new pulley there. And these pulleys are made by the company that makes the lure coursing equipment. You got your shovel on there, you know. They don't make my machines. They make. I have their machines, but as I told you, they didn't last me too long because they're not made to run in the capacity I was running them at. So I had to design my own, which are electric. So they're not as portable as a battery-operated one. So sometimes in the paper here, I'll see, hey, lure coursing for the day, come by. We're setting up at a school. It's $10 to take your dog 1 or 2 laps around the course. My equipment would be harder to do because of it being electric. You would need electric there, whereas normally you would be able to. Still not moving, Jim. So I'm trying to show you. There we go. Oh, he got it.
You got it?
Yep. It was moving.
Hey!
Zorro. Good boy. Zorro. Good boy. Just trying to distract him long enough. Ah, I got it. Good. Got it past. I'm trying to distract him long enough to get the flag by him. Again, Jag's going to approach Chase and look to have some fun. Chase knows it. So Chase will harass Zorro and Jag will harass Chase. That's pretty much how it goes up here. Dynamics are a little different at home. And Princess just says, I'm keeping to myself. So, you don't want to mess with them silly boys. It's Princess yelling at the flag. Boy. Do a quick mileage check, folks. Chase is at 3 miles. Princess is at 3.5 miles. And Zorro is at 7.76 miles. He's really clocking into one. And this is, again, just running in circles. Chasing a flag. Stopped. It's moving really slow, isn't it? Yeah. I'm going to take him for another ride. Okay, folks. I'm going to put this down. I don't think the view was as good before. So I'm going to redo my mount. For me to do that, I've got to move it. So right now Jim's got to check the course out and see. We've got probably a brake or something tying the machine up because we're not getting full tilt out of it now. So while he does that, perfect time to get the dogs a run. I did just hear a dog in the distance, so I'm always mindful of that. Sorry, it's a lot of tightening here we need to do. And should be right in business in a couple minutes, folks. So I'm gonna again make it a little bit bumpy. I apologize. Now looks like we could get some rain. So we're gonna try to get this possibly wrapped up soon. Trying to listen where that dog's coming from. Gonna take a pause for a second, trying to let the dog go back inside or wherever it may be. Actually, excuse me one sec, folks. Go on mute so I can take a call. Back with you, sorry folks. Showing you chasing chasing Jag and Zorro. So let's head out. We're gonna do a quick run. Come on, guys. So if you see the line, it's all broken. Let me tilt the camera down a little. Tilt it a little bit far up. Come on, guys. Come on, Chase. Good boy. Come on, Jag. They're all in the middle here. Come on, Jag. Come on, good boy. Jag. And we're going to do another lap here. And of course, I'm going to run it reverse from the last time. Just keep mixing it up. Because I get mixed up. Something like that, folks. Here we go. Jay's still trying to harass Zorro. It definitely looks like it's going to storm, but we could use it probably to cool it down. Come on, Chase. Chase. Let's go. Come on, guys. He knows Zorro's tired, so he's going to really show him what's up. Come on, guys. And we're going to go this way. Come on, here. I'm going to try to let them get in front of me, folks. Come on, Zorro. Good boy. Jaggy. Come on. Come on, guys. Princess. No. Good, good. Come on, guys. Come on. Here. Good boy. When I try to ride with them a little bit tight in the pack, the competition gets a little tight. They want to be near me, so they're going to keep it closer, but this is working good now. Sometimes I got to direct them. Jag is behind us, folks. Not too far off. Just being Jag. Come on, Jag. Good boy. Just drift it back to smell something. Come on. Come on, Chase. Come on, come on. Come on, come on. Let's go. Hike. Come on, guys. See, if I go ahead, it'll be more easy. It'll be moving at a faster pace, and they'll be struggling to keep up with me. But I'm trying to give everyone a view here. Take a later on. Jag! Come on, good boy. Look at Zaro. Just back. Whoa, that's Princess. Good girl. So Chase is in front, folks. Princess is coming up on my right-hand side. She's running up. Zaro's behind. And so's Jag. Come on, guys. Here. Chase, no. Good boy. Princess. So I'm ahead of everybody now because I'm trying to give them something to go for. Come on, guys. Give them a direction to go in when they see me going. Chase, no. Come on. Good boy. That's so cute. There's that pile of firewood that they cut up. And Chase went in between it and just jumped over the log. Really cool. So I got all 4 of them moving at a pretty good pace. They probably are smelling that dog that was near here. Little motivation. Come on. Chase is ahead of me, everyone else is behind. Get up to the corner now. Wait for him. Get a good line going, a good following. Here they are, folks. Okay, good boys and good girl. We got Jag moving at a good pace. Okay. And now we're getting close to the course. They'll overtake me. Here comes Zaro. And Princess is not far behind. And Jag's right on her. Still got the lead over them by about 5 yards. Come on. Not for long though, they're closing in on me. Good boys. Good boys. Now Zaro perked up, of course. And here comes the Jagster. And Pretty just kind of saying, "Hi, good boy. You're a good boy." Yeah, I feel this. Nice burr there, Jaggy, huh? Come on, Pretty. Good girl. And I'm going to close the fence up. That'll probably be, with the skies looking like they are, probably be our last lap around there. We'll probably stay here another half hour or so. I'll give you a quick mileage reading once we get down there. And this is Princess and Jag in front of me. Good boys. Good girl. Zaro and Chase are already pole position looking for the flag. Really feels good out here now. that the sun, it's clouded up, the sun's chilled. Here's Chase getting in the tub. Yeah, yeah.
Everybody's tired.
Yeah, they're all doing good though. Oh yeah, beautiful. And I'm going across, Jim. You're free now. Cool, thanks. Okay, folks. Princess yelling at the flag. Whenever I hear a dog bark, I'm like, hey, why'd that happen? And we're back on the holder. So let me give you a quick mileage update. Into the mileage because it's getting them their workout. Hey, Jag hit 2.5 miles. Princess is actually over 4 miles now, and Zorro is over 8 miles. Excellent. Chase is almost 3.5. So a really good day out here. Looked like it wasn't going to be much, but it's turning into, we're taking our time and we're getting our activity level in. She's just watching it now, waiting for a second wind to happen. Zorro's actually pacing the course still. And that's how it happens, folks. Whoa! You can see that line was getting... Jim, you got a loose line here. What's that? Princess has the war paint on her face. Better known as mud. Oh, good boy. Yeah, I saw it. Oh, yeah. Getting in on the action, folks. There goes our. Now, he was slow riding around that course. Free range, and look at the speed. It's all about the motivational factor. Did it run out? He got you. So battery ran out of... the machine. Yep. Thunderstorm could be moving in. We're set, though. We can jump in the van and go if that happens. Princess is a little thunderstruck. She doesn't like it. So when I'm with her, she's fine. But if she's by herself, she would be upset if she was home. So that's why I have Wolf Dreams music to white noise or drown it out, as well as being with her to comfort her and help her work through that fear. She's developed that as she's gotten older. He might be stepping on it.
I gotta walk around. I'm gonna run around and play fight.
Do it, yes, sir. So we detected the machine is not moving as well, and there's probably the line sticking somewhere. By the way, the boys are down there. That's Chase and Zorro. Jim's going to ride around and see where the problem is. Princess is eating those trace minerals I talk about that are in the dirt. And the Jagster, let me see if I can show you a cute picture of him. He's just sitting there patiently saying, "Dad, I'm ready to go whenever you are." Again, I believe in getting the maximum exercise I can for them because their appetite for exercise and running is insatiable. So we never overdo it because of my experience and, of course, all the equipment, looking at their stats, what they're doing, what they've been doing, and knowing their performance levels. But we can push the envelope and certainly get them what they need safely and effectively through these different activities that engage them to exercise in different ways. If you tuned in yesterday, I'll show you Jimmy ran by. We were running the place called the Mill deep in the woods where they were transversing pretty steep hills, pretty not muddy but soft ground conditions, littered might be the wrong word, lots of branches and rocks, and they maneuver through there in major ways. Got the owner of the property coming here, so I might put this on pause. So I like talking with him. He's a very nice guy, but I'll give you a view of what's going on. And his name, coincidentally, is Mr. Wolf. Excuse me for a couple minutes, folks.